What's going on, y'all? It's your man Quincy Whetstone, aka Q Stone, and welcome to another episode of the BeatStreet Podcast. Y'all remember to share this, man, and like it, subscribe, do what you need to do. Tell your mama, tell your daddy about the BeatStreet Podcast, man, because we are here to stay. Today, man, I got my guy, man. I met him about maybe almost a year ago.
It was beginning of this year.
Beginning of this year?
Yeah,
okay, beginning of this year, man. And came through, man, and had some songs, man. He wanted to get mixed, man, that he produced and wrote, man. And he came through and did his thing, man. And my man Isaiah Undrwaye.
What's up, Parsley?
That was about the car. What's up, man? How you been doing?
I've been doing real good, man.
Yeah.
Since then, I've really been growing and things been picking up, and just understanding the whole process of patience and realizing like that's pretty much like the key to success. It's like something nobody ever talks about.
Yeah, man. Okay, I know this is Guy. The last episode, I think they was talking about how when you making your project, man, it's good to be patient. Like, don't rush to get it out because you want it to sound as good as it can. And some people, they get so excited that they want to have something out that they kind of rush the project, and it could be better. And they wish they would have done this and done that. So that's a good thing, man.
That's something I noticed too, because just like with when I came through the first time with you, and like the recordings that I had at the beginning and stuff, like they still had, things that I was just trying to, not trying to look past or whatever, because, I was excited and stuff. But since I had to, step back and actually have to re-record and stuff, now I see, I was like, okay, this is a lot better. And now I see what you were telling me about, like the crackling and some of the songs and stuff like that. So definitely makes me a lot more appreciative of the project, and, looking forward to making sure I do everything right the next time too as well.
Okay. Yeah, man. So you as an artist, who Isaiah Undrwaye, what do you, when you releasing music, why do you release music? Like, what are you trying to do with your music?
My whole thing is obsess your journey, which is pretty much sharing my journey from the bottom up. So telling my story, basically, how it feels, what I'm going through, the struggles with, one in a relationship as well too, but also, focusing on the journey of building up the vision that you see for yourself, and using that to inspire others to do the same as well with whatever vision they have, and showing, when things start to pick up, it's like, okay, then they have the whole catalog that tells the story from the beginning to the top where all the success is. And it's like, okay, now they know at least to like what to look for as they go through their journey, and, just using me as an example to follow your dreams and stuff like that.
Yeah, because when I met you, man, you was like, man, I recorded this in my car. So what was like, how did you do that? Just tell me about that process.
How that happened is I have the mic. I cut the car on so I can tilt the wheel a certain way so that I can fit the mic in to where it's facing me. I put my shirt in the window, the driver's seat window, and I have like these little foam sound panels, whatever. And I'll put those like in front of the windshield or whatever, so the sound doesn't bounce off that. And the car itself is, it's a small compact area, so it doesn't bounce everywhere anyway, so it gives it a good, a decent sound or whatever. So I played a computer, because I have like this adapter to where I can put my USB or something like that, to where I can connect it to the car so the car gives it power.
Okay.
And so I'll sit there and record until it happens. And it sucks too as well, because during the summer, even though it's early mornings or at night or whatever, it's hot, so I'm sweating, I'm smelling myself, and it's horrible. And then in the winter, it's super cold, my hands are freezing, I got the gloves and all that stuff, but I'm thank God I ain't in it no more.
Hey, so the shirts was like your sound, like helping, like stopping the reflection from the glass and stuff like that. Kinda. So did you like just find like an isolated spot somewhere to record, or did you have to deal with the cars passing by, or you just found somewhere where nobody driving by?
Nah, what I had to do was I'd get up early in the morning, like 4 a.m. and start recording there, because everybody's asleep and stuff like that. So I have about probably at least 2 hours before a first car comes past me and stuff like that, and then I try to get it all done by at least 7 or 6, something like that. And because after that, everybody starts waking up and cars are coming by and all that. So
how many songs would you do each time, each session in your car?
I used to try to get like 2, but to like really focus in and give good quality, I ended up just doing 1. But I'd have to re-record like a whole lot of times, because sometimes I didn't say this right, or just different things that came into it. So I always had to it took longer than I expected.
Yeah, man. Hey, so y'all hear that, man? Look, you don't have to if you want to do it, you can do it. You don't have to wait to get into no studio. If you really want to do something, there's always a way to do it. Some people make excuses. Well, I don't have this. I don't have this yet, and they don't ever do it. You just work with what you got, man. This is proof right here. He was in his car, man, putting it down, man. Cool, man. So, what type of music do you make?
Hip hop, rap, and to go even deeper into that, I'd say it's more Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, also with like Tyler the Creator type of things. Because I like to get real creative. I don't like to just stick with traditional sounds and stuff. I like to mix other things in there to kind of give something new, some type of a different vibe. But if I had to choose, it's like Kendrick, J. Cole type vibe of hip hop. So
I think who you be jamming, who you jam, who your influences, if you have any.
Man, it's a lot.
But
I'll definitely say Kendrick Lamar, Tyler the Creator, J. Cole. There's a guy named what is his name? It's coming to me. Hold on, because he's like a pop singer type dude. I have to come back to me. But there's Frank Ocean. There's a lot of older stuff too, like. I was gonna say Temptation because I was listening to them earlier.
Hey man, I feel you. Okay,
a lot of older stuff.
Yeah. But you produce too. You make your own beats and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Kanye, the stuff he does too. That stuff's dope. Like the creativity. And Tyler Creator creates his own beats too. And those type of sounds, like because they use like different things.
Yeah.
So that stuff is real dope. So I like to experiment with that stuff. And yeah, there's just a lot of influences. So
yeah, man. So where you from? What's your background? Where you from?
I'm originally from a small town called Taylor, Texas, outside the Austin area.
Okay.
And my dad, he lives in Houston with my stepmom and other brother, with my older younger siblings, and I stayed in Taylor with my mom and my younger siblings. So I would come back and forth, growing up from Taylor to Houston. So Houston's always been like another home. Then after Taylor, after I graduated high school, went to college in Stephen F. Austin, which is in Nacogdoches.
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, you told me. So yeah, I went there. Was on scholarship for track. After those years were up, because I ended up moving to Houston to do music. But let me start over with the college part. After I graduated high school, I got into music around. Yeah, after the summer of graduating, I put it down because I sucked. It was horrible. It was real bad. But got into college, met somebody I really, was feeling. She was, the inspiration. And
all right.
So, yeah, someone I really care about. And,
that's what it do.
That built into the music and it coming back to me. And then I decided to just take it seriously.
Okay.
And then, I really got obsessed with it after freshman year in college, and things kind of, made the relationship rougher because it wasn't rough at all, really, because, I dedicated a lot of time into it.
Right, yeah.
So things kind of got rocky, but we patched things up. And then by, senior year in college, I had to take another year because my sophomore year, I wanted to drop out of college so I could focus on music. But, family and her, they helped me stay and finish school and things like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I went ahead and did that. Then while, I had to stay and she went back to Dallas, things weren't working out. So we split, but, it wasn't no bad blood or nothing like that. We were still cool and stuff. But I just dove into the music, released my first project, which was the 5th year program, which pretty much told me, the story of getting into the music, then, having to deal with college and all that stuff, and came to Houston. Things didn't go well here. Ran out of refund money. Ended up going to New Braunfels, where I had to do long service. Moved in with my cousin, and I took that whole year to just, get off of everything, be in my own pocket of life, and really build my skills and finances and stuff like that. And so after that year was up, I took the knowledge, the money, and came back to Houston. Moved in with my dad, and moved in with me and my brother, got our own apartment, and now I'm recording in the closet instead of the house.
Instead of the car. That's what's up,
instead
man.
of the car.
Yeah, keep on moving, man.
Yeah.
So you said something earlier that you sucked. How did you know you sucked? I mean, yeah. How did you know you suck?
This is how I know, because if I can't listen to it without cringing, then yeah, it was horrible. Because I would listen to it and be like, oh no, that's not it at all.
Yeah.
You know. But now I know, like, I know the feeling whenever I hear something, I'm excited, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's the song. So if I can sit with that, be excited listening to it, that's the song I'm gonna use on the project.
Hey, can you believe that some people don't know they suck? I mean, for real. I mean, I don't know if it's because they just believe in it, or do they just think it's really sound good, or do they just believe in it?
I know what you're talking about, because but I don't know what goes on in their mind. Either they have the wrong people around them who aren't there to help them out, or they're not looking for that, and they just kind of going off whatever they feel in that moment. Because I know that sucks as well too. In the heat of the moment, you're feeling something, and then you come back to it later on, it's like, oh no, I was really feeling this.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
man, I got some stuff, man. I just knew it was gonna be. I'm like, man, what? Yeah, some stuff. That's cool. Yeah, man. So when did you graduated from college? Like, what you major in?
It was kinesiology.
Okay, is that what you do now?
No.
Okay.
Right now, what I do is I do favor, like the deliverance stuff.
Okay, yeah. So you on that artist grind right now? Look, I need my time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do something so I can keep my time.
That's something. Yeah, that's something my dad had really showed me, and I've seeing it from other people too, like other artists and things like that. Is time's the most valuable thing ever.
Yeah, yes it is.
So I mean, it's like, sure, I could have got a kinesiology job, like a coach, or people who, what is it, that masseuse or whatever.
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
Like the trainer, right? Not the trainer, but I know you're talking about physical therapy.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. So I could have did that stuff, but the thing about it is, you got to invest time to, do because I think you got to do like other classes to get in that stuff, and you got to make sure go after that stuff, like the job hunting and all that stuff, and that just takes time away.
Yeah.
And it was like, if I'm gonna be in this, I'm gonna be in this. I can't do half stepping stuff, and that's something I learned too from one of my friends who put together this takeover collective group I'm in for San Antonio. He mentioned, because there's a lot of drug stuff going on and stuff like that, but it's like, if you're in it, you got to be in it, because you can't halfway do it, because you'll end up getting other people hurt or yourself hurt because you're not paying attention to what's going on in that area or whatever. Yeah. So you got to be careful with stuff like that. But that's like a bad analogy or type thing, whatever. But basically, it's like you can't half step anything, or else you're not gonna get anything done.
Ain't no half stepping, man. Yeah, man. Ain't no half step. You gotta do it all the way, man.
Yeah. So I take care of my time and stay on it.
So did you like school when you was there? Did you
hated it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one thing I hated. And the thing was, especially when I got into music, I hated it even more. Yeah. Because it's like, man, I could be doing so much more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did.
That's why I left SFA. When I first left SFA, I left in a long time ago. And then because I was doing okay. I was doing all right in school, but that last semester, I was coming back and forth to Houston because I started going to this studio. Mm-hmm. And that's my first time, like, I got somewhere to go, and I come to H-Town. It was a big studio. I like, man, I'm not going. I ain't going back. I'm not going back to school.
That's probably how it would have been.
And I was going back, and I started slipping. I started missing class because I'd be here, and I'd be back late on Monday. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, you know what? I'm half-stepping in this school, and I end up having to drop a class. I end up having to drop 2 classes. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to just go ahead and pursue this, man. Yeah. So yeah, I did. I left, man. But I ended up getting a degree in school and stuff and going to audio engineering school, all this stuff. But that's why I left. I was like, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah. See, I was really thinking about doing that. And I probably should have my sophomore year. I feel, because I like, I listen to my spirit. Like, when God's telling you to do something, if it's something that's just hitting you like a lot, like constantly in your mind and stuff like that, and depending on how you feel, making sure it's all in the right intentions.
Yeah.
Then that's like, it's time for me to move on that, because it's God telling me to go ahead and pursue that. So I probably should have did it back then, but different things, and I was still learning too. So yeah, pretty much that scholarship, or not the scholarship, the degree is pretty much, just for show, from my mom and everybody else, like, hey, there y'all go, leave me alone.
And I think it's good. I think it's good for completion. I think it's good to finish something.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you said that too, because I forgot about that too. Yeah, so yeah, that is a good thing. It's like that habit.
Yeah, okay, I finished it. I didn't leave something hanging.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think that kind of does something to you. It kind of be like, okay, I did this. It kind of give you that motivation or that know that I can do anything that I start.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do no matter what. I know it's a long time, but I finished it. So I'm gonna finish everything else from this point on, man. Yeah. Cool, man. So, are you into sports like that? Are you into? I mean,
only when I'm doing it. Like,
yeah. So did you play sports ever? Oh, you ran track?
Yeah, I ran track. I did football. I probably should have kept with basketball, even though as a little kid, you know, after getting packed, the ball got packed like on me like a few times as a little kid, and that just kept me from basketball.
You got packed? What you mean?
Like, you know, because I was like real small. And so whenever I shoot the ball, a dude came out of nowhere and just
got blocked. He got packed. He got smacked.
Yeah.
He got packed. He got blocked.
So that kept happening. And
man.
Just stopped whenever I was like, I forgot how young I was. It was like elementary.
Yeah.
And since then, it was like, you know, I never really cared.
Yeah. It's all you look like a. Do you watch sports now?
Nah,
yeah. Okay.
I don't watch sports.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your thing? What you do besides music? What are you into?
Working out. Like I recently got into boxing and stuff because that's stuff, you know, I'm into as well too. Boxing and interested in like, you know, the boxing stuff.
Yeah.
You know, playing with that stuff type thing.
So you've been going to the gym, swinging a little bit.
Yeah, it's like over there at the Title Fitness, not too far from here actually.
Okay.
You know, they do certain workouts and stuff like that, and I want to start doing sparring and then get into like real matches later on.
So you haven't sparred yet?
Yeah, I ain't sparred yet.
Yeah. So you ready to do that?
I think I'm in the process of getting ready.
So I mean, I know you don't plan on doing it, but are you like thinking about I don't want to ever get knocked out? Did that cross your mind?
Oh yeah, I don't want to get knocked out. So it's like that's why I'm making sure I'm in shape when I do start doing stuff like that.
That's one thing I don't ever want to do in my life. And then, you know, you go on the internet, man, and everything comes across your timeline. Every now and then you see some video. I mean, everybody know they don't watch it. You going down, and it's some grown men out there fighting somewhere, and somebody get knocked. I say, man, I don't ever want that to happen to me.
Yeah.
They're like, man, how you get to yourself? You old at this stage, and you end up getting knocked out. Like you just out of there, and then they be doing that. They be saying, oh man.
Yeah, that stuff like it's like, damn, I don't ever want to go through that. I don't ever
want to do that, man. People be out there getting knocked out, man. Cause I was like, I can't imagine just losing consciousness like that. You don't know what happened. and it was this one dude, man. And look, y'all ain't talking about it. I'm just talking about what be coming across the internet. But he got knocked out and he was asleep. He was snoring, man. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, how you get yourself into that? Dude. Dudes be snoring anyway. But yeah, so what you be on, that bag? Or
yeah, right now
like
we're just like on the bag stuff. They teach us, you know, how to swing and you really use your body, the momentum stuff. Yeah. And that stuff I actually looked at, like I had to study in college anyway for like a project, and I chose boxing. And it's like pretty much it's like, you know, it's all in your hips, man. It's like the momentum, and then when you bring power into it, you know, that just really gets to knock people out. Yeah.
I learned that too late in life, like, cause I know when I was younger, and you know, everybody young, you get into a fight here and there growing up trying to come. I know I was just using all arm. Yeah. Like I was just get off me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put that power behind that thing. Yeah. I know boxing is good for exercise too, man. It's keeping your body good, man, because you gotta lose like a lot of your muscles.
So that's another main reason, because I was working out, but it was like, you know, started getting boring, and you know, I wasn't, you know, sticking to it. So I was like, let me just get in where, you know, with other people and they actually doing, you know, different stuff and something different, because I do like doing like out of, you know, like I guess like backyard type workouts and stuff. So it's like, instead of going like to the gym and doing like the power cleans and stuff, I'd rather, you know, lift tires and push tires and stuff like that. So boxing is like, you know, sort of the same thing almost. You know, I'm not playing with no weights or anything. Something not traditional when I say I'm working out. Okay. Yeah, man. So you make beats. What you use to make your beats with? I know you say you make beats. Well, I know you make beats. Yeah. FL Studios. Yeah. So that's what I use. And then I, you know, get the samples from Splice and I bring them and chop up samples and things
Yeah.
like that. And something else I've been using and it's been working a lot because I really love it is TrackLib. Like they got some dope samples on there.
Man, somebody, I heard about that one too.
That stuff is amazing. I mean, you got to dig though. But it's like it's worth it. Like I really love that. Then I have a friend who's been helping me on a project too, and so I send him what I have, and then he'll find like a better sound selection to help match the vibe and stuff like that. And then he might add like a few touches here and there, but he does pretty good too. So yeah, and that something about just making a beat, I feel like I can really capture the vibe I'm going for, and I can also explore something that I couldn't have thought of myself, like with the samples and stuff like that. So I really like creating my own beats, and of course open to using other people's beats as well too. But something about making my own beats is just more I can really control and have a vision for what I'm seeing.
You can build it around your thought, your process. So how long you been making beats?
I say 8 years. I've been rapping and making beats for 8 years because I started 2015, and so up to now.
So you just decided. So just like, how did you get into it? How did you get into making beats?
Really just because starting out, didn't really have any people around me who were serious about the music and stuff like that, and I knew it was gonna take a lot of time to find people, and plus you got to actually depend on that person to be serious and stuff. So it was like, I'll just make my own beats, and so
I ain't waiting for nobody.
Just hop right to it. Take action right then and there. Don't have no excuses. That's my thing. Is like I don't want to give nobody the opportunity, to make me mad or vice versa, or give me the opportunity to come up with some type of excuses. Like I'm just going ahead and go after it now.
Man, because I don't like waiting on people either. When it come down to that, I never like waiting on anybody. That's how I ended up doing my own album. I did 2 albums, and I did that because like I was trying to do a compilation album with just different artists on my beats. When nobody come through. When nobody come on, let's go. So I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to just do my own song. Next thing you know, I got an album. I was like, I ain't waiting on nobody, man. And sometimes it can be it can I guess be something bad, I guess, because sometimes you need help. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you need people. We all need people to help and support. You can't do everything by yourself. So sometimes it could be a disadvantage to try and do everything on your own.
It definitely is. It's like a two-sided sword.
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword. It's like you definitely can get stuff done, but it's also like, you're gonna need help at some point. So that habit of trying to do it yourself all the time really starts to work against you. And so that's what I learned with this project. That's why I came to you and the other engineer, because y'all, you guys knew what you are doing with that, because I tried doing that and it just takes too long to mix and master and stuff like that. So
you can focus on what you doing best right at that time, and then you can learn the other stuff as time go. But let me just focus on this, because it can get like that, especially when you a creative person. It's like you want to do so much and you're not focused on that one thing that you're really good at. So you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that. But it's good to just sometimes just focus. It's cool to learn different things a little bit as you go. But it's best to just focus on your gift that you got and you want to perfect and master. And then I think you'll be all right. So I want to jam one of your tunes, man. I'm gonna jam. You got me 2 tunes. Now he sent me some stuff, y'all. I say I need something clean. This is a clean show. This is the BeatStreet. All good. But let me see.
The first one's Butterfly Float.
It's called Butterfly Float. Okay, let's set up. You know what? I'm gonna play it first, and I want you to tell me about it.
All right.
And I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I'm just gonna play a snippet of it here. And let's see. This is Butterfly Floats by Isaiah Undrwaye.
The only way to see who you are is losing your hope. Feeling I'm crushed on time with every year that approach. Lost behind all the ways that I see them coming, some dope. Trying to pick off the plate, but none of it's hitting home. A story that's missing, the mind that ain't told. Something for someone similar, giving them the hold. And I pray that one day I get to see it all unfold in the way that engraves in the culture for the post. I guess that's how the butterfly floats. I guess that's how the butterfly floats. I guess that's how the butterfly floats. I guess that's how this journey keeps my innocence dedicated with bigger purpose. I'm granny's angel, but still falling short of my guilty pleasures. Spirit knows better, so my eyes twinkle in darkest places. Canine instincts, I'm grateful, and it's nowhere in November. It's hot as hell, but refuse to indulge in cliches of heaven. Tried imagining, but out my reach like I'm meditating, exploring my ends. Past the stars I used to mix in my kid cuisine pudding, and still don't wear Ralph Lauren's at all. And don't have that big taste for Jordans, just how I was raised. And picturing all girls as part of my debt to be paid. No house hopping, alternating on holidays, ensuring the love's the same. I guess that's how the butterfly floats.
Yeah. So that I want to go through this song because you said some stuff in here. So for one, when you say I guess that's how the butterfly floats, what do you mean by that?
By that I mean it's like pretty much like how I was explaining earlier, how my vision is to use my story to inspire others.
Yeah.
And the way I see it is like God has us here for like, you know, for a bigger picture. And so what you have your vision for, that's important that you focus on that because that affects the next person. Then what that person does affects the next person. And, you know, It's like a beautiful thing. So I pictured the butterfly and that's how the butterfly floats.
Okay. So let's go through that first bird. You said, something about hope. What's that first line? I want to go through this song because you're saying some stuff in there.
Let me see. I'm trying to think about how it went again.
You said the hope.
Go ahead and play it again.
Something. You saw the bigger picture from losing hope. Something like that.
Oh yeah. Because I wrote this like whenever I went to New Braunfels after things didn't work here my first time in Houston. So I went to Taylor. Which was kind of bad, Taylor's not bad. It's a great city, town, but it's like there's nothing for me there. And so, that kind of brought me down. And then I went to New Braunfels because my cousin offered me a job. So I moved in with him and stayed that whole year doing lawn service. So I'd get up 4 a.m., do lawn stuff. That kind of, I started seeing like a downward spiral because it was like, dang, I don't see a way out of here for me to make music and stuff like that, because with lawn service, it's like an all-day thing, 4 a.m. to like 8 p.m. sometimes. Yeah. And so one morning, I just remember I was like, got up. My cousin's like, hey, come on, Isaiah, it's time to go, man. I was like, dang. So I got up, looked into the closet, saw the uniform, and I was fighting tears. I was like, dang, I don't see a way out of this. And so, I was praying, and God finally, after I got out of my emotions, God showed me like this is what I prayed for, because I was like, I want to be a rapper who brings something to the table, and so me having to go through that, forces me to, use the pieces that I have to show like, hey, this I can use my disadvantages towards my advantages. So it gave me stories to build and use for other people who will be in the same boat or who are in the same boat, and give them hope to go after what you're doing, because it seems like you don't know what you're capable of until you lose hope.
Yeah. And
so that's what that was explaining in that lyric.
It was something else you said too. Do you remember that verse? Can you spit that verse?
I'm trying to think.
I need to pay to get you started on it real quick. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna get him see.
Hold on, never mind. It came back to me. This journey keeps you in this sense that wait, never mind. Go ahead and play it, because it's been a while since I had to. Because I've been building this whole project.
Let me see. Let's see.
The only way to see who you are is losing your hope. Feeling I'm crunched on time with every year that approach. Lost behind all the ways that I see them come and some go. Trying to pick up their plate, but none of it's hitting home. A story that's missing the mind that ain't told. Something for someone similar, giving them a hold. And I pray that one day I see in the way that engraves in the culture for the post.
Okay, yeah. In the culture for the post?
Yeah.
Is that like Instagram? Is that like
no.
Okay.
Like afterwards, like even after I'm gone, I'm gonna contribute something that's like post
legacy.
Yeah.
All right, your legacy, man. That's cool. So what
but it is like a double. What is it? Ultron? I can't think of the word right now, but it's like a double thing. So it's like me posting the things and also afterwards. Yeah. After I'm done with my life and things like that, and still contribute.
All right, man. I hear you. So we got another one, man. This is called
Company.
All I'm gonna play this. Then they're gonna talk about this song, man. This is Company by Isaiah Undrwaye. Y'all ready?
Street lights, windows down, the drive-through pack tonight. Working early, bills to pay, but I still living life. We all here acting up on watch for flashing lights. Egos are squeezed too tight, snapping angles, I'll get you right. Passing handles, damn all these lights. Kick flips with firm backside, smelling strong like armpits hot. Must be skunks in this parking lot. Nauseous, some anxiousness correlating with tides. Checking title scene if you mind or not. I just want your company, some new energy. Do you mind me feeling comfortable? They say anything, I just want a good time. We can share it, that's fine with me. Fine with me, want your company. I just want your company, some new energy. Do you mind me feeling comfortable? They say anything, I just want a good time. We can share it, that's fine with me. Fine with me, want your company.
Got to fade out. So, what's that song about, man?
This song, you know, it was sort of just something I was kind of like just having fun with, because I was playing my imagination and also using real life stuff, and something that I always thought was cool because I know during college and even in high school, like, you know, late nights, even like after football games, basketball games, you know, you go to Whataburger, it's packed. Like,
Yeah.
because, you know, people are like hanging out there and stuff like that, and I thought that was real dope, you know, and just chilling with friends and stuff like that. And so the vibe with that song, you know, that's where the vibe came from. It's the type of song you play at, you know, things like that, kickbacks or whatever. And it also just tells my story, you know, with chasing, you know, building a vision, but also having trouble finding balance for like a romantic relationship, because, you know, I like to just dig deep into the music, and I don't want to stop the progress or prolong anything, you know. Take my time and stuff like that, of course, but, you know, not waste no time. And so it's like I have a hard time finding a relationship and, you know, balance in that time. And so that's what I was explaining. And, you know, the second verse, I was going to get into it more, but, you know, had some cuss words going on in there.
Yeah. Got to clear clean on the BeatStreet Podcast, man. Hey, man. All right, so what, you say you've been in San Antonio working with some people.
Yeah.
What you been doing out there?
It's a collective group. And so, you know, basically it's like, we got our own thing going, but we still come together, you know, chill, work on music, and, you know, support each other and stuff like that. And so I'd go, you know, make trips down there with a couple other Houston artists, and you know, we'll just chill with the group, you know, work together. We'll do like photo shoots, and, you know, shows and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, it's pretty dope.
That's a good thing, man, because you gotta have a crew. I know one thing, especially in rap, man. You gotta have a crew, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, how we were talking earlier, like, do it on my own, you know. But thank God, you know, that getting out of the habit. And so Al, which is the guy who put together the Takeover, that's the name of it, Takeover Collective. So he got a group of us together, and, you know, and we'll do photo shoots, we'll do shows, we'll do, you know, post, you know, hang out and stuff, you know, just build like, you know, it's like a family type vibe. So it's real dope. And just the whole San Antonio community, like, they're all coming together and stuff like that too. So it's real dope that, you know, I'm blessed to be able to be, you know, witness to that scene, you know, open to it, and them showing me love for it as well too.
And when I say crew, y'all, I don't mean all your homeboys who ain't doing nothing but behind you. I mean people with the same ideas, the same mindset, going toward the same goal, helping each other, working together.
Yeah, and that's a blessing. That's the type of stuff that I pray for too. And that's another thing, is like, as I pray, you know, God shows me, like, you know, makes it happen, you know.
Yeah.
I just gotta be patient and stay with what I'm supposed to be doing, and, you know, don't try to force nothing.
Yeah. So what's your end goal? When you see Isaiah Undrwaye, where you want to be in the next 2 to 5 years? 2 to
5 years, I definitely want to be making a living off my music, not, you know, favoring groceries no more. And be able to, you know, inspire others. And something that I always picture is like at a show, you know, seeing like kids, like, you know, probably like teenagers or whatever, you know, crying because they are affected, you know. It's like they see, you know, what I'm doing, they know the whole catalog and stuff, so they know the story, and, you know, just being inspired by that and be able to, you know, be able to help them to do the same and then inspire the next person so they can pass the torch and stuff like that. And also just be able to, you know, finally build time for a relationship type stuff.
Okay, he want a relationship. Hey, y'all, he working hard, but he want to get to the point where he can build time for a relationship, man. Yeah, man. So I would say, man, and on your journey, man, keep the faith, man. Keep going. Don't give up, because sometimes it seems like you may move in little bitty steps, but then sometimes a big old step, little bitty step, that big old step, man. And keep using your voice, because it's always bigger than what you think. You know, from your journey right now, because I think, like, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, other things begin to grow from that. You know, like, say, because I know people, they be on one path and they never stop, and they end up getting into something else similar, or whatever that path was, it led them to something else that they even think. TV, speaking, you know, all kind of stuff out there, man. And it was built off you believing in your dream, and you kept going. And then something else that's like, wow, and you still doing your dream, but this other thing done came. Now I'm on tour, I'm performing, but now I'm performing for these groups of kids because my music is inspiring. And I'm on this tour for showing the kids love tour. I mean, you know, I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, like, stuff, if you keep on going, man, other stuff be happening, man. You know, that you don't think, because you kept going. And you be like, I remember that dude, man, we was together, now he doing this. But he ain't rapping, or he still rapping, but he doing something else, because he kept on doing that, and it led him to other stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. So I think not giving up on your dream leads to other things that you don't even know that's there. You know what I'm saying? It opened up other doors that you ain't know that you want to go in, but it's like, I'm in this door. God, how'd I get here? You know, so that's what I think, man. Don't ever just keep on going, man, and keep that attitude about why you doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't hear that much. What you saying, why you doing it. You know, you want to pass it on. You want to, you know, you're not just doing it for yourself. You have a purpose. And that's cool, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I'm gonna read this, man. This is a proverb, and it's funny I pulled this out because this is what you've been saying, man. It says, this is Proverbs 3:27. It says, do not withhold good from those who deserve it when it's in your power to help them. Man, if you can help your neighbor now, don't say come back tomorrow and then I'll help you. Don't say that. Like, if you can help somebody now, go and do it. That's what they're saying. And don't hold back good. Don't hold back the knowledge that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because people do. I want to tell you that some people be like, no, if you 60 years old and you still trying to hold knowledge from like a 20-year-old because you don't want him to get something. Man, you know, it's just like, or whatever it is, you know. So they're saying, man, don't withhold it, man. Give it to, it's there to share, because you may be gone tomorrow with something that could have blessed somebody.
See, I didn't think about it like that either.
You know, you're going to leave it in your mind. You're going to leave it in your computer.
Dang,
when it's supposed to been out blessing somebody, now because you've been withholding it. You know what I'm saying? It's some good or whatever word, you know, that can help somebody, or something that you learned the hard way. And now you can tell them so they ain't got to learn the hard way. You know, some people want you to learn the hard way like them. No, I want you to learn how I learn. No, if you tell me what to do, what not to do, it can help me, you know. And I think that's so that was a good one, man.
I like that one. Because that's definitely been something that's been floating around a lot around me lately. Just talking with my cousin and, you know, my dad and, you know, everybody really. So that's definitely, and then that's pretty much like, that gives the right words to what I've been hearing. So,
man, let it go, man. Don't withhold it. That's a message for me too. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to pour it out to people, man. You know, and if your neighbor need help right then, don't be, you know, sometimes we do that. Still like, I don't feel like doing it. If I help him, I might end up somewhere I want to be. Nice, you know, you gotta have discernment, you know. But you know, sometimes you just got But if you can, man, don't wait. Just do it, man. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't say I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it now. If you can do it, then just go and do it. Man. So that's a word for me too, man. What you got coming up? Where can people find you?
Oh yeah, definitely got merch coming up. Shirts, hoodies, music. My full project for what we just heard, Where Things Are Before They Are. That comes out soon. Say probably by the end of next month.
Okay.
My EP is gonna be out. It's already been out, but somehow, I had to fix some stuff and accidentally took it all out of the platforms and stuff. But it's on its way back. It's just being slow about it right now. But that's what we got going on right now.
Okay.
And actually, I got some shows in San Antonio on the 21st, and then I got a competition that I'm gonna be performing in Miami. I think I told you about that like a while ago.
Yeah.
So I'll be performing in Miami November 11th.
Hey,
yeah,
that's gonna be a blessing, man.
Yeah.
Get on that road. You gonna be somebody. You gonna be like, man, you gonna be hooked up with people, man. Next thing you know, you somewhere. Now you in Tampa. Now you in Orlando. Now you up the coast out in New York.
So
Man.
it's a blessing, man. You guys definitely been showing me stuff this year. Like all the work that I put in last year would just keep my head down, not just staying focused, and now bring it into the world, performing more and just doing my due diligence with, what I'm supposed to be doing.
All right. So where can they find you? Are you on social media?
Yes,
and all that stuff?
you can find me on Instagram, Isaiah Undrwaye, ISAIAH_Undrwaye, UNDRWAYE.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you leave something, man. Just leave. You want to leave a word? You want to just say one last thing before we get up out of here, man?
Obsess your journey. That's it. Obsess your journey. It gives you everything you need.
All right. Already, man. Good talking to you, man. Good seeing you, man. Already. It's your man, Quincy Whetstone. Oh, thank y'all for tuning in to this episode of the BeatStreet Podcast. Y'all continue to share this. Y'all subscribe. Y'all look for my man, Isaiah Undrwaye, man. He gonna be doing his thing. He jams, man. He different. Y'all talking about you different. He different. People always say they different. He's like, that ain't different. You said the same way. Yeah, he different, man. And man. So y'all subscribe, y'all like, y'all share, and y'all come back already.
But of course.